I'd like to call the Hammond Redevelopment Commission meeting to order. It's April 1st, 2014 at 4:30. If you could all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. And a moment of silence after.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Could we have a roll call, please?
Yes, here. Here.
Myers,
Here.
Lambert, Hopper.
Here. We have 4 commissioners present, 1 absent. Number 3, declaration of conflict of interest. Okay, number 4, communications.
None were received.
Okay, thank you. Number 5, minutes.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes for the Hammond Redevelopment Commission for March 18th, 2014. I second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any corrections or additions or any discussion on it? Since there is none, can we have a roll call on the minutes, please?
Presley?
Yes.
Navejas?
Yes.
Myers?
Yes.
Lambert? Hopper.
Yes. Minutes pass, 4 present, 1 absent. Okay, number 6, homebound conditional forgivable loan approval. Sure. We will come back to number 6 then. Let's move to number 7, conditional approval for the sale of NSP properties and related affordability assistance allowance.
Mr. President, members of the commission, we have a prospective buyer for the property at 912 Mulberry Street in Hammond. That buyer is Mr. Pedro Martinez, who is a current resident of Hobart, Indiana. The purchase price is the average of 2 appraisals that we had ordered, averaging out to $108,000. And the maximum affordability assistance allowance is 20% of that, or $21,600. Mr. Martinez has done what he's got his pre-approved letter from a bank that has dealt with our program. He's received his certificate from the home buyer workshop, and we also took his application, and he meets all the HUD income requirements necessary for the program, so he's duly qualified to purchase the house. If you want, I'll have him step on up.
Yeah, could he please? Thank you, Mr. Martinez, for coming out tonight. And
Thank you for having me.
do any of the commissioners would like to ask any questions or?
Question for Dennis. Which bank? You just said a bank.
You want to tell him I don't like that?
Sure, it's Chase.
Oh, Chase Bank. Okay. Are you dealing with a local branch here in Hammond or?
They're out in Portage.
Pardon?
Portage?
Portage? Okay. Well, so how did you happen to hear about this property?
Through a friend of mine.
It's a great house, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Have you seen it, Tony?
Yeah, I'm just, the work Dennis does, these homes are just, like I said, unbelievable.
Okay, Mr. President, with that, I would like to make a motion for conditional approval for the sale of NSP properties and related affordability assistance allowance for Mr. Pedro Martinez at 912 Mulberry Street in Hammond.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and we have a second. Is there any more discussion on it? If there is none, can we have a roll call, please?
Presley?
Yes.
Navejas?
Yes.
Myers?
Yes.
Lambert? Hopper.
Yes. Motion passes 4 present, 1 absent.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Martinez.
Thank you.
Enjoy your new home.
Thank you.
We're going to go visit the property now and check out all the improvements, so.
All right.
Okay, we're going to move then to number 8. Development agreement between the City of Hammond Redevelopment Commission and HHRE LLC in regards to downtown district development area.
Members of the commission, you'll remember several months ago, we put out for bid a property which is commonly known as 105 to 131 Rimbaugh Street. The only response that we got to that RFP was from HHRE LLC, which is the Hutton Architectural Firm. Okay, Mr. Hutton are here today if you have questions for them. But essentially, since the time of getting the RFP back, or the response to the RFP back, Bill and his staff have been negotiating with Mr. Hutton regarding the building of a roughly 15,000 to 20,000 square foot. The actual number is right around 16,000 square foot professional office building with some light commercial at the site. Picture Rimbaugh Street and picture where this is located on sort of the north side, west of Holman. Piece of property that we've dealt with for a long time. The total investment by the Huttons in their LLC is going to be in the neighborhood of $2 to $3 million. I've seen the plan for it, it's quite impressive. And in order to reduce or incentivize the deal, you have before you a development agreement and a purchase agreement. The development agreement calls for essential terms, it's a 30-page document, but let me try to boil it down to 30 seconds or less. They're going to build this building. They're going to put tenants in there that they're going to let us sort of, I don't want to say pre-approve, but we certainly, in the agreement, express to them the type of tenants we don't want to see there. And they're going to be professional tenants with some light retail. And to do that, we're going to give them an incentive under this agreement for $266,000, which is paid out of the downtown tip. Part of which is paid upon execution of the agreement and is then producing, and it's all on page 12, then producing documentation that they've got the financing for the rest of the project to go forward. And then there's a $66,000 payment at the 50% mark, and then another payment upon occupancy permit fee. So sort of in for half once they show that they can do it, in for another 25% once they get 50% of that building up, and then in for the last portion when they complete the project. There is a due diligence period under the purchase agreement, which is the second document you have, that allows the Huttons a period of time, that allows the Huttons a period of time in which to do their due diligence before they actually sign on the dotted line and take title of the property, which I think under all circumstances is pretty fair. I know they've done some due diligence already. We've turned over some documents that we had throughout our ownership, but they're going to obviously want to talk to their own environmental people and do whatever they need to do to feel comfortable so that once they purchase it, then it's theirs. So these documents are 99.9% of the way there, and what we're looking for, similar to what we did with the BW3s, is what I'd be asking, and what Mr. Talon would be asking for, is a motion to approve the development agreement and purchase agreement subject to any minor legal clarifications that need to be made, but we'd be looking for your approval on that this evening, and then we can sort of go to the next phase with the Huttons. Get these things all executed, get their due diligence period running, and hopefully they can have a shovel in the ground at the end of the summer. Did I miss anything? Okay. Bill, did I miss anything?
No, the project is in a redevelopment area. It's in the downtown Hammond redevelopment area. So because of that, eventually, when they do have their plan completely put together, they will bring it forth to redevelopment again for your approval. You have to make sure it complies with the redevelopment plan.
Is that where the former Go Black used to be? Or is that a little further south?
If you know where the new parking lot is, and it's in between, the piece of property we're talking about is off of Rimbach, and in between Rimbach and Sibley, and it's to the west of the new parking lot area.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be a little west.
So it's a little west of the parking lot. It's on the south side of that large rectangle, if you can picture it.
North of the Urban Academy, northwest of the HDC building. I don't think this is going to have any problem complying with your redevelopment plan. I mean, professional office building and light retail is something that we're striving for. It's not only in the plan, but it would be the goal for that area.
Hey, Mr. Hunt, can you come up, please? I have a question for you. Yeah, I agree with Attorney Westland. I think it'll be a real good fit for downtown Hammond. And do you know approximately maybe how many tenants that could be possibly in that building besides?
Currently, right now, we have 2 tenants designated to go in the building, and we have space for 2 more.
Okay.
Are you at liberty to disclose who those 2 tenants are?
Not at this time, I'm sorry.
I didn't think you would, but.
Wait,
Can you give
I'm
us
sorry.
one?
Yes, we'll give you one. It'll be our office.
Okay.
That's why I said professional office building
I'm sorry.
sort of fits the Hutton architectural firm to be there. So, and it's nice to have an owner-occupied building that provides some level of comfort and protection for you all, that the owners of the building are going to be on site. I mean, just think about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you will be there on site every day, so you would could really get first hands and monitor what goes on.
Justin will.
Unless I take the day off. Thank you, Council.
But nevertheless, that is going
One
to
of
be
us
your
will be
office.
there, yes.
That's all I have. Thank you, Mr. Hunt.
I'm trying to make sure I use the correct verbiage. So we need to make a motion to approve the development agreement between the City of Hammond Redevelopment Commission with HHRE LLC in regards to the downtown district development area, subject to any
Yeah, if there's a minor legal issue that,
legal issue.
yeah,
Is that good?
that would be fine, and I would want you to include the purchase agreement in that motion.
Oh, and the purchase agreement. How did I miss that one? I'm a real one. And the purchase agreement.
Second, is that right, or
Is
no?
that right?
That's fine.
Fine? Okay.
Okay, we have a motion and we have a second. I don't think there's any more discussion on it then, so can we have a roll call, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Motion passes, 4 present, 1 absent.
Terrific.
All right, we're still gonna move on to number 9, reports. If you would like to share anything with us, Phil?
I do not have a report. I'll be happy to take any questions.
Okay, I guess we're good. Ms. Miller's not present, so I guess we'll move to number 10, our bills.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to pay the register of claims for register from the date of March 13th, 2014 through March 28th, 2014 for register number R50166 through R50230. Bless you for that.
Sorry, what was your first number? I had a different number than you read.
The one that we're going to sign here. Okay, R50186 through R50230.
Second.
I apologize.
Second.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a new bill sheet. Okay, we have a motion. Do we have?
Second.
So we have a motion and a second on our bills. Is there any discussion on any of the bills? Okay, roll call, please.
Yes.
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 Yes. Bills passed, 4 present, 1 absent. Okay, number 11, any new and unfinished business? Okay. Yeah, I guess we're going to move back then to number 6. We were trying to give the other applicant a little extra time.
This is
Number
for,
6 is the homebound conditional forgivable loan approval.
Commissioners, this is for 3 homebound conditional forgivable loan approvals. Ambry and Michael Kane are the ones that I was waiting for. I know when I talked to Michael this morning, he said that he had to wait for Ambry to get off of work at 4 and they were going to shoot over here. So I don't know if they're lost or just late.
Is that one of those Lincoln Lake properties?
No. Mm-mm.
I know, Commissioners, we have done it in the past where we've done an approval subject to them coming to the next meeting.
Yeah, we probably do.
Yeah, can the other 2 applicants just
Yeah, Reggie and Lerone,
come up?
you want to
and
come up here?
Just say hello and introduce yourself and kind of tell us how you heard about the program.
Thanks for having me. My name is Lerone Hinton, and I heard about the program through a friend of mine.
Okay, word of mouth, excellent.
Hello, my name is Reggie Creason, and I heard through the program through the mortgage or banking company I'm going to try to apply with.
Okay, who's your lender?
I'm not quite sure yet. I went through Chase and I've been looking around still to see where I get the best bargain or deal.
So both of these are in Hessville. Hessville is kind of popular these days. I don't have any other questions.
But we appreciate you, Reggie, coming from Portage to Hammond.
Okay, Mr. President, I make a motion to approve the homebound conditional forgivable loan approval for Reggie Creason. Is that how you pronounce your last name?
Yes, sir.
Reggie Creason for 7626 Montana, and Lerone Hinton is 7428 California, and for Amber and is it Michael? Michael Kane at 2137 Lincoln, provided they come to the next meeting.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on that. Can we have a roll call, please?
Yes.
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 Yes. Motion passes, 4 present, 1 absent.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Welcome to Hammond.
Okay, number 12, public comment.
You don't need any.
Hey, got a couple, right?
Okay, can you hear me? Public comment, Number 13.
Mr. President, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. You all signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.